Hi, it's Dave again with DRH Acrylic Creations. Today I am going to be doing a piece that was kind of a throwaway in reality. I finished a larger piece that I did for a collaboration that aired on Saturday, and I had some paint left over in the bottom of my split cup. And I didn't feel comfortable just throwing it away because it was more than I, would be comfortable doing that with. So I decided to pull up one of my smaller canvases. I have an 8x8, and I did a ring pour with it. And that's what I'm covering here today. So the setup on the video is not quite the same as what you're used to seeing, but the results on this turned out, well, I'll let you be the judge. So let's get down. We'll look at the colors and we'll get started. Okay, our colors for today are Lamp Black by Amsterdam, Golden Interferences, red, gold, green, blue, and violet. Yes, it is the rainbow. Here's my 8x8 canvas. I picked up this split cup, and I'm going to just start doing a ring pour. Ring pours are not something that I normally do. So this was kind of a cast off. I really didn't, I wasn't expecting to have good results with this, but wanted to use the paint for something. And all I'm doing is just a simple ring pour and going in clockwise motion. And once I get to a certain point, I'm going to reverse the counterclock motion. Coming up, turning just a little bit, trying to change up the pattern. That's all I'm doing there when I change directions or change position. Now the counterclock. Come to the end of it. I think this is the trickiest part for me. When you come to the end of a ring pour, it's very important you keep it real nice and steady. And steady hand for doing ring pour is something that is not my forte. A lot of paint in this container. I'll talk about that in just a second. The consistencies of my paint were a bit thick. Okay, put the finger down to stop it. And as you can see there, I got a little bit of slop for the last tiny bit. But that's okay. That can be fixed. As I was saying, my paints were just a bit thick, and with thick paints, they don't move as freely. So next time I do, this is the nice thing about working with this style of paint, you can actually torch it. With SheleeArt, you cannot torch, or you should not torch, because it will scorch the paint much easier. So pick this up, I'm going to stretch it out a little bit. But as I was saying, this style of paint that I made my paints too thick, and I saw that in my larger piece because it was really difficult to get all the paint off that canvas. This, because there was only a small amount in the bottom of that container, was surprisingly, it dried much faster. I mean, it's dry now, and these are literally done back to back. So, and I'm still waiting for the larger piece to dry. So I'm just basically stretching this out, trying to do it evenly all the way across. Try to keep my rings in basically the shape you saw them originally. And I'm wondering at this point, do I have enough paint down to be able to finish this? Had this been thinner paints, it would have been no problem whatsoever. But these are things we learn. It's been better than 2 years. almost 3 years since I did traditional pour fluid art styles. So yeah, there's a learning curve here, and there's things you have to relearn. So it's good to do this once in a while. I think I might spend a little bit more time doing traditional fluid art styles, because this was deeply satisfying. Picked up my skewer just to fix that little middle part. Give it a little bit more of a swirl. Easy peasy. Okay, I picked some paint up that I had onto the side because I need to extend my flow. It became really obvious that it was going to get really wonky if I continued to try to stretch this. So I picked up some Payne's Gray, more blue. It's actually Payne's Gray with just a shot of Prussian blue. So it's a really deep blue, and it worked beautifully for this. Nice contrast, actually. So all I'm doing is just getting those corners. I'd love to tell you this is a really easy technique. It's not a difficult technique, but the consistencies I had for this paint made it more difficult than they needed to be. Now, the positive of having thicker paint is my strata, my rings on this, stay true. I mean, the rings are absolutely, I couldn't have been happier with them. So it's a trade-off. Okay, I'm gonna pick up can't remember. This is actually my stir stick, my silicone stir stick, and I'm just gonna spread it out, put it around as far as I can around the white area on the sides, around the puddle here. And this is just to give my paint something to slide across. If I had more room here, I probably would have pulled up my spinner and spun it out, because then I would have got more of an even spin out. The paint would have come off faster. Probably would have changed my rings also, but that would have been okay. But I didn't. I decided I'd just stretch this out. I'm gonna pick it up and finish that. And about this time I'm going, you know what? Your table's gonna get really messed up. Usually I like to have something underneath to clean up, so I got myself a piddle pad and continue the process. Okay, there we are. That's the end product. Let's look at the wet results. See, I really did get very nice rings. There were some bubbles there, but I couldn't be happy with those rings. It looks black and white here, but wait, get a chance to see what it looks like dry. You're gonna notice it is extremely greens and blues, and a little bit of the violets came through. There's actually some of the gold there, but it really kind of gets eaten up by the green. If you'd like to help, leave a like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications of future videos. It really does help, and it's absolutely free. As always, I want to thank you very much for being here today, and I hope you got something out of this. If you could, leave a message down in the comments if you've got something you'd like to see me do soon. Thanks again for being here. Bye for now.